And on this week's episode, Dany attends the first and last Tarly family barbecue. Jon tries to feed Drogon a carrot, and Drogon's like, nah, baby, I'm good. Belly full of Lannister, don't worry about it. We get to witness the Seaworth swagger at work while trying to get Tyrion into King's Landing and our boy G-Money out. Cersei continues to manipulate Jaime and threatens our baby boy Bronn. Gilly drops a legal truth bomb of epic proportions in between Sam's bitchin', and a lovable hodgepodge of all of our favorite cripples, bastards, and broken things team up to head north to fetch themselves a white. It's a pretty harebrained scheme, I'm not gonna lie. Probably pretty ill-advised too. Like an acoustic cover of a Drake song.
From the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team is in.
Okay, I guess this is actually happening. I guess we're just gonna have to roll with it, man.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
So after our boys Bronn and Jaime suck up the sun on the beach after escaping Drogon in the pond/ocean and being underwater for how long? Were they underwater that entire time? That's the first time they came up for air? That's pretty fucking far away, right? 200 yards at least. All right, never mind. I can't go down that rabbit hole. Just like the series is doing now, we got to keep things moving. Now, this was a really sobering start to the episode. Dany tells the soldiers of House Tarly and Lannister that they basically have to bend the knee or face a literal firing squad. See what I did there? That was pretty clutch, wasn't it? A little high five to myself. Oh. Lord Randall the dickhead and Dickon the dashing. He seems like a nice kid. Now Randall was a total asshole. He was a cold, unloving piece of shit, but I gotta give him credit for standing by his convictions and going all the fucking way to the grave with that. And god damn it, Dickon, you got me right here, you little fucking Okie from Muskokie, hey Balin motherfucker. It was a foreboding and dreadful scene. It shows you the pickle that Tyrion kind of finds himself in between trying to soften Dany's more hardline stance and introducing Westeros to a ruler that they could maybe get behind. I mean, if you think about what Dany went through with the betrayals in Meereen with the Sons of the Harpy, it's not too crazy that she would be as hardline as we find her here, but at what cost? I mean, it was cool what she did to the slavers, but now that it's cutting more closer to characters that we actually care about, it's starting to get difficult to choose a side. Also, good thing Jorah didn't mention shit about who healed him when he showed up at Dragonstone, right? Who saved your life, Sir Jorah? The lad's name was Tarly. A good lad, from a good, strong, and righteous house. The only reason that I'm able to serve you, and all within that house should be considered friends of House Targaryen. Oh, we will make a note of that. Missandei, make a note of that, love. Just really quick, I truly love this scene. Kind of Jurassic Park type of moment. Some of the scenes in that dinosaur classic, we were given a moment to just kind of bathe in the awe of it all.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
It was an interesting way to pack in a seemingly tender, petting zoo type moment between Jon and Drogon just after Drogon had slayed thousands. Again, this show not really being about black and white. In both just the enormity of Drogon's power and what we know about Jon Boy's lineage, it made for a really emotionally stirring scene. I always appreciate any show that can give us a couple of show don't tell moments. I mean, with the combination of Ramin Djawadi's music and the incredibly well done visuals, it made for one of the more emotionally stirring scenes of the episode. This is more of a quiet scene, and it was one of my favorites. We've seen Davos pretending to not be a smuggler, pretending to be a soldier and losing, pretending to be hand to the king and failing at that, friend and protector to little adorable princesses against fire, and really failing at that. And what we got here was to see Davos's bread and butter, to watch the Seaworth swagger at work, and see what smugglers truly do. I mean, if you think about it, it's not gonna be all like Metal Gear Solid and hiding in a fucking box. It's about being smooth under pressure, about greasing a few elbows, and being charming as all fucking get out. I mean, I volunteer Liam Cunningham to take over the mantle of the Dos Equis Most Interesting Man in the World campaign after the show ends. Come on, guys, you know that'd be brilliant. Who's with me?
Cities offer to smuggle him inside of them. His beard is like fermented crabs for ladies. Still voted best handshake in Westeros, even after Stannis removed his fingers. Now, I don't always drink beer, your grace, but when I do prefer my left hand. Stay seaworthy, my friends.
That bitch ain't pregnant. She's playing our boy Jaime for a fool, and that's pretty much all that I gotta say about that. I just cannot fucking wait for the episode of Maury Povich where he finds out.
You are not the
Damn, man, talk about slipping one under the rug. Gilly, what the fuck, baby girl? You gotta dole out that litigious proof of John Boy's lineage a little slower, my dude. I mean, even though the immediate result of the scene was achieved, with Sam saying, you know, fuck this dusty show choir, I'm done with scribing, I'm done with the fucking poop soup detail, I'm grabbing up Heartsbane, piling everybody into the family station wagon, and going and getting the band back together with John and Winterfell. It was a very interesting choice from a writer's perspective to kind of sneak in this revelation. So with the biggest consequences as to whose claim to the Iron Throne bears the most validity. I mean, it's a crazy little mic drop. One I'm sure a decent amount of people will happen to miss. I mean, I would bet almost anything that the people in the writer's room were getting wasted at a happy hour, and they were all just like, so how are we gonna fucking reveal that John's a, like, legit, like, Targaryen? I don't know, man. If I put it in like a offhand like comment, you know, like in one of the Sam's like shit-a-do scenes, you put like the most important moment of the whole episode in like a pretty benign, like, oh, it's a poop castle, I'm gonna go grab another beer. Yeah, let me just sneak it in there. You know, and like nobody will notice, you know. That is brilliant. You deserve a raise, bro. Oh, fucking tight. Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick. So then from Dragonstone to Eastwatch, we basically watched the formation of Westeros' Ocean 7, sorry, to head north of the Wall and pluck a single White Walker from the Night King's massive army, bring it back to King's Landing to get Cersei and everyone else to play nice for a minute to go fight these fuckers. And then it's just like this roller coaster of team-ups. You know, for like the last like 10 minutes, sometimes characters literally re-meeting and saying farewell in the same scene. You know, some of them are just straight up like, hi, bye. You know, like the one with Jorah and Tyrion. Oh, hello, Sir Jorah. Very good to see you again, Lord Tyrion. By the way, you don't happen to have any ointment or lotion, do you? No, I do not. But here's a coin. Typical. Can't seem to get anything from Tyrion or Dany. I mean, we got everybody meeting everybody. Tormund's meeting Mormont. Davos is meeting back up with Gendry. Gendry's meeting Jon, which that was one of my favorite ones, by the way. Bromance or the Bastards, as I like to call it. It's like two men living in the shadow of their father's legacy and what society thinks of them as outcasts. They start recounting the legacy of Robert's rebellion while deciding to forge a new alliance. I got fucking chills while I was watching it. It was really fucking cool. And then boom, we even got our boy Sandor and the Lads of Light supergroup getting in on the action too. All of these guys coming together really got my blood pressure up, even though this plan is pretty damn implausible and it's probably going to lead to some, you know, manly tears when like half of these guys bite it in the next episode. But man, I mean, that last shot, even though our boys are fielding a definite card disadvantage, you couldn't help but think of this being like some kind of weird Game of Thrones version of like Magic the Gathering RPG. And no, everybody's made this joke already. All right, take it away, Big Willie style.
What, we some kind of Suicide Squad?